Hello and welcome back to another Starcraft 2 tournament video, again for the UK Nationals of the World Championship Tournament. Now I have already done a video on this, but that was before I had the complete results, but I'm going to read all of the results from the winners bracket and all that good stuff now, so you don't need to go and watch that video if you haven't already. I just did an update before the tournament was complete. So I will start with round 1 and just simply move on to the grand finals for obvious reasons. Excuse me. Now, first off in round 1 we had Zictamini versus Razorblader with Zictamini winning 2-0, Lau versus Moomin with Lau winning 2-0, Randy versus Demon with Randy winning with 2, Simba versus Farmut, and Farmut won 2-0 again. A lot of 2-0s in this tournament. Bling versus Shibix, which is 2-1 to Bling. Again, apologies for any incorrect pronunciations of these usernames. Obviously, it's a little hard to tell as to how to pronounce some of them, but yes, moving on. High Gain versus DeMuslim, saw DeMuslim winning 2-0. Stone versus Johnny Recco, it was 2-0 to Johnny Recco. So I will do round 2 now, and then I will do the round 1 and 2 of the losers bracket. So obviously that was the first bracket, now I'm doing the second round of the winners bracket, and I'll do round 1 and 2 of the losers bracket after this. So, round 2 of the winners bracket. Zictamini versus Lau, saw Zictamini winning 2-0. Randy versus Farmut, saw Farmut winning 2-1. Bling versus DeMuslim was 2-0, sad face for Bling because he's one of my favourite players. Urk versus Johnny Recco, saw Johnny Recco winning 2-1. And that's it for round 2 of the winners bracket. Now moving on to round 1 and 2 of the losers bracket, which is High Gain versus Shibix, Shibix winning 2-1. Stone versus Reno, Reno won 2-1. Razorblader versus Moomin is 2-0 to Razorblader. Demon versus Simba, saw Simba winning with a 2-0 win. Round 2 saw Randy versus Shibix, with Randy losing 1 win to 2. Lau versus Reno, with Lau losing 0 games to 2. And Razorblader losing against Urk because Urk had a 2-0 sweep. Bling versus Simba, saw Simba winning 2-1. So some interesting results there so far, and round 3 of the losers bracket was Shibix versus Lau, which saw Lau winning 2-1. Urk versus Simba, which saw Urk winning 2-1 against Simba. Now on to round 4. First 2 games I will say will be the winners bracket. Zictamini versus Farmut was 2-0. DeMuslim versus Johnny Recco was 2 to Johnny Recco. And in the losers bracket we had DeMuslim versus Lau, which was 2 to DeMuslim, and Farmut versus Urk, which was 2 to Urk. So next up is round 5 of the losers bracket, which is DeMuslim versus Urk, and that saw DeMuslim winning 2-1. And now round 6 of the winners bracket was Zictamini versus Johnny Recco, which saw Zictamini winning again 2-1. And in the losers bracket we had Johnny Recco versus DeMuslim, which saw DeMuslim winning 2-1. Which of course brings us to the final match, the grand final of this particular tournament. And that saw Zictamini versus DeMuslim, with Zictamini winning 2-1. So obviously he was the winner of that particular tournament, but still, some very nice wins there. And in case you're wondering what prizes they gained and all that good stuff, Zictamini, who obviously was first place, it's $6,000 plus a paid trip, and supposedly Team Western Wolves for him. And second place was of course DeMuslim, and he won $3,000 and a paid trip. And DeMuslim is of course with Evil Geniuses. And Johnny Recco, third place, got $1,350 and a paid trip, and Team Infused for him. Fourth with Urk got $900. and any 5th to 8th place players got $450, and 9th to 16th place got $250. So even if some of the players who didn't do so well in this particular tournament didn't go empty-handed. So congratulations to Zuktamini and of course everyone else, especially Tuti Muslim and Johnny Recco and of course Oak. They all did very, very well. I was kind of sad-faced that Bling didn't make it through because, as I said earlier, he is one of my favourite Protoss players, but wasn't meant to be, unfortunately. So yeah, some very good matches all round in this tournament, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys have found this somewhat informative, as this is a very new series, doing stuff on Starcraft 2 tournaments and all that good stuff. Constructive criticism about how the format and all that good stuff is very much appreciated. I'm always looking to fine-tune my videos and make them as entertaining as possible. So if you have any constructive criticism, any comments or anything like that, please feel free to just let me know. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again next time.